don't even have a topic of discussion per se. As usual, strike number one, Virgo Sun, Gemini, shit, Virgo Sun, Gemini Moon, strike number one. Don't know what you're talking about. Don't even know what you ain't got a plan. No, I don't necessarily have a plan other than my fixed plan, which is to read out the astro deck first. So we're gonna do that, and we also gonna read out the numerology deck. So, per usual, what it do? Okay, come on, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. I do know that the sun is in Virgo, moon is in Gemini, Mercury is retrograde in Leo. I think Virgo is. I don't know where Venus is at right now. I don't know. I didn't look it up. But let's see what the energies are hitting for today. What kind of energies needs to be expressed from me through my vessel for others to be aware of. Oh, damn. 3 cards came out. And that's all I be needing is 3 cards. Leo. The extrovert, that's a fixed fire sign. Leo is the entertainer. So, and we're gonna read it in the order that they came. Your what you're entertained by, or how you entertain, or you being extravagant and extroverted and entertaining, is opposing the 10th house, the house of careers, the house where you are the boss at. What's that talking about? Leo is in opposition to your career. So the things that you may actually want to entertain yourself with does not appease how you are to be a boss of your actual reputation and your life and your success. The opposition, you can flip that into something that's catering to that though, just by you transmuting whatever that energy is. But since the 10th house is Saturn, the house of Saturn rules the 10th house, it's an earth sign. It would take a whole lot of patience and time and consistency to fully transmute this energy, this entertaining energy, what you like to be entertained by, and how you are entertained, how you entertain people, the gifts and talents and your extroverted expressions. You can transmute that into something that you can be known for, and that you can stabilize yourself as a career with too. But we're gonna leave that there for the moment. My kids gave me a slight cold, y'all. What up, Pedro Edit? What up? What it do? Okay, where we going? Why did I pull the divide? Okay, I did pull this out first. You edge into this right now. Okay, don't edge to it. It'll take a little time, so don't be weary thinking that it ain't gonna shake, because one thing about Earth is it takes time to change things, especially Saturn energy, because Saturn already going through a transformation just in a generation that we're in general, the era that we're living. Saturn is now in Pisces. Pisces is the sign, or the energy of imaginations and delusions, all possibilities even. What up, Devraj? So, being that Saturn is changing, it will be appealing if you also decided to change the way you look at your Saturn energies, or your structures, or how you are a boss. Because we're taught that we're supposed to stabilize our life, have structure in our life, and set our career goals based on what the status quo has told us to up until this point that we're currently in. But I'm telling you that energy itself is changing. So you might as well go ahead on and transmute it to something that's more appealing to your actual human natural makeup. And Leo being the fire sign, that has to do with a lot of your passions and your desires and the things that you enjoy to be entertained by. And like I said, whatever you can entertain a person with. Okay, let me hurry and pull a card. What up, Terra Star Seed BFL? Mwah. Thanks for the subscribe, Deborah. Face your adversaries. And it got the heart in the middle. We know that Leo rules the heart. And it says you're in the middle of the heart. So it's about you and what you have passionate inside of yourself. A lot of times the things that are opposing you are your own mental ideals. And what you have decided or came to the conclusion of everyone else is supposed to do as far as get along and keep along. When that could be the main adversary, since life itself is changing. Leo rising, you already know that, Terra Starseed. So face your adversaries. Your adversaries could be yourself, like I told you. Not like I told you, like you already should know. Because a lot of the things that we have been told, embedded in us as children, whether those were nice, kind words of love, or whether we had trifling ass, wretched ass parents or people around us who didn't speak to us with love, those things have lingered if you haven't done any shadow work to get rid of them. And those could be the adversaries, those things that make you feel uncomfortable or weird when you are around others. Leo being the opposite of acquaintances and the collective. So when you're having that light shined on you, you may be your own adversary, because nobody has even had the opportunity to judge you yet. Don't get blocked, avocado, with that dumb shit now. I'm telling you now. I mean, you ain't got to even care. We could just block you and we could just be through with it from there. But anyway, I don't want to pull these cards no more. I already pulled, I think, 2. And these cards are very... Oh, let me read it. Let me read it, though. Face your adversaries. Where we at? Where we at? Okay, here we go. Number 38. 3 is the environment. 8 is the infinite loop. So your environment being something that's changeable. So you might as well not run from something that is not even hiding, or it's not even something that's attacking you. It's just life. And these things are always consistent, and they're always consistent. And hold on, y'all. All right, we back. Thank you, boo. Damn, I lost my... Where was I at? 38, page 38. 81 is is a number correlated with it too. 8 is the infinite loop, and you being a part of that, you having your own cycle, you jumping in your own lane, creating your own lane, creating your own cycles, noticing your own cycles, and creating something out of that. That will be you facing your adversaries, because even when it comes to people, places, and things, when we meet opposition, those things all also still came from us. It's something that you already had inside of you anyway. So even when it comes down to actual people, places, and things, you still are your own adversary. Okay, let me see. So what should we pull out of? Let me be more. Okay, we're gonna pull out the numerology deck. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about numerology? If we still during that little 2-3 minute wave where everybody be rushing into people's live streams, if we're still in that wave, because I don't know, I can't see the numbers, then what y'all know about numerology? Let's learn some actual information about real life, and we don't have to go look up in a philosophical book or an encyclopedia, or we don't even have to go to the library. We can just look outside and look at numbers and know what we already know and use what we already have. So let's go. That what's going on? Yep. Your son, what's his sign? He must got some Leo placements or something. All right, we're gonna pull it right here. I ain't even try to wait. 3, the environment. This looks like some. This look like some. This don't look like the solution 3. Oh, okay, he's a Gemini. This don't look like no solution 3. This look like some inverted. Hold on, what's the word they be using? Okay, inhibition. Yeah, the inhibition energy. This is you not believing in, or because this is the environment. So this is you being, not you, but the energy being, what's the word? more than modest, but more humbled, when we know I'd rather be modest than humbled. Because if you're being humbled, that means that your power is being, you're foregoing your own power at the moment by declaring I'm humbled, unless you need to be humbled. So some people may actually be in a position of being humbled by their environment. Hold on, let me read the book. Let's just read it first before I go too far. So number 3 is and then this is mental, right? It lacks the mental willpower. It lacks the mental willpower. The missing point is the large trigon, inactive and blocked in expression, and 3 stands upturned. So this is the energy of not knowing how to work your environment, not knowing how to think in the moment, because you may have a lot of thoughts, or maybe you haven't expanded your thoughts enough. But either way it goes, not feeling up to par to the things, people, and places that's in your environment. But that's a you thing. That's your own inhibitions, because you don't have to worry about anything on the outside of you, as long as you know that what you are doing is in alignment and you are doing what you need to do, whether it's just because you need to fall and make a mistake. Even if you know you're gonna make a damn mistake, don't matter, and you don't need to be feeling no kind of way when it comes to external situations around you in the environment. Only environment that you need to be concerned about is what's in your own mental space at the moment, right now at least, because you got to get these things into alignment. Not to say that we never have to worry about external. Not to say that we never have to worry about external scenarios or anything like that. Damn, I almost lost what I was going to say. I think I was saying not to say that we never have to consider the external in order to calibrate ourselves, but in this time, since you already are in an inhibited space mentally, you need to focus on yourself and only think about the things that's around you, and not compare and contrast yourself to others. You got to get you together, because you got to create your own lane. Remember 38? It was 81. 8 being that cycle and you being the individual. So you having your own cycle and knowing that cycle corresponds with other cycles around you, but you got to stay on track as far as your cycle is concerned for the moment, so that you can even be a part of the race or whatever. Okay, so we're going to keep that one out. And I'm going to pull 3 more cards, y'all. I don't know why I don't know why I got on so late and didn't get on earlier today. 8, look, got the 8 again. The infinite loop, the cycle. This looks like the solution, low-key. I don't know now. I don't know. It may not be. But I don't know, because I'm not familiar with this deck like that yet. But it looks like a solution. Let me see. Okay. It is the solution. So the solution, balanced and in harmony with the 8 here, demonstrates its energy and creativity. So Leo, that goes back to the Leo energy, your creative energy, the things that you can express based off of your internal world. The only thing that you came up with. Only you came up with the shit. That's the solution, to express those things anyway. Don't feel like it's a waste of time when you're sitting down doing things that you want to do, that you haven't, like maybe you want to draw a beautiful picture. Don't feel like it's a waste of time. Do that shit, because it's cultivating you and what you are supposed to be knowing about yourself. You didn't even know you could draw like that until you actually sat down and draw. Release some of the tension off your mind by thinking that you're not doing anything productive. Do it anyway. And do it consistently. Green, you see the color green? This is Earth. We got to be consistent with these things to prove the point to the energies around us and ourselves first, to make things begin to shift into a whole different, into a whole nother lane, like not lane, but into a whole nother space though. Because we are already in our lane, you just haven't really even created the space. Say that you're running a race. You got one full lane that's for you, but you haven't even ran it yet, so you haven't even covered any of that space, so you're not even aware of it. So you got to sit down and do these things regardless, or stand up and do whatever the fuck it is that you may feel like is worthless. Do it anyway. This is the season of what this is, cultivation, harvest, Virgo energy, and this is the solution, baby. Now, when you see a whole lot of synchronicities, at least for me, and I know that I'm on your phone screen at the moment, but this is still real life, and this is still non-scripted. When I see a lot of synchronicities, it gives me enough gumption and enough obvious signals to know that, okay, and even if it's the wrong thing to do, it's worth a try. And then you'll figure out if it was the wrong thing to do, and even if it turns out to be the wrong thing, you'll still be able to see something beneficial out of it too. And so when you do other things that may be not the correct thing for you to do at the moment, but it has nothing to do with you or your self-expression or what you came here to do and the things that you have inside of yourself, you'll do those things, find out that they're for the wrong reason, and also have nothing to show for it in the long run other than material goods, possibly, maybe, and even those things can be taken away. But when you do things that's experimental, number 3, with your spirit and with who you are, because that's what we came here to do, to create something, experiment and do stuff, then even if you fall and that shit doesn't work out, you still will have some type of lesson or experience that you learn from it. It's no point in going through the same cycles, going to work every day, not even knowing that this is what you should be doing, and not even learning nothing else because you're doing the same shit every day. It's different when you're doing the same shit every day, but not even the same shit, because when you're being creative, you can never create the same art piece again. But the same thing that you'll be doing is just the doing of being creative. And there's nothing wrong with that to a certain degree, because we do have to have a level of productivity and as well to even survive in this world. But the point is to start creating or have the intention for your creative ventures or the things that you don't even have to be creative, just anything that you know that you can do easily and you enjoy, and you can also figure out a way to make some type of financial gains off of them. It's a time to sit down and try these things out. I'm sorry, I got a little slight cold. My children just started school and the weather is changing, and that shit done throw something else. But anyway, one more card, y'all, and I don't really let me shut up. Grateful for the live. Appreciate you, Tara Starseed. Okay, one more card, y'all, from this deck, and then we might pull. Okay, after we pull one more card out this deck, we're gonna pull 3 cards out that dark deck, and I'm gonna be through, because I do got something to do. That's why I say, why the fuck you come on so late? Because I be hesitating. That be me thinking, oh, is it worth it? How you know you're gonna act, you're gonna feel like? Because me personally, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about something that I'm finna do until I'm actually doing it, and I hate that. And I think that's that mutable energy. I got a lot of Taurus in my chart, but I think the fixed energy is more like easier to do and push yourself to do certain. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I wish I had came on. I don't wish nothing. Things happen like they should. Okay, we're gonna pull this one. This came out in the reverse though, but this is the solution one. I do know this is the solution. So you are the solution, but you have it, not you, but the energy. The energy, or you. I hate to personalize things because there's so many people be watching, and so many people with so many different scenarios and situations, to where I want people to be able to relate no matter what words I say out my mouth. So I got to sometimes I try to specify me being broad and vast. But anyway, the energy of one being in the reverse, the solution is you. You already are who you are, and you already have what you need, but not realizing that, not being aware of you are the star. Look at how this looks like a star, but it's a individual beam of light, or an individual perspective, or an individual angle. And you don't, sometimes it's not that you're not aware of your angle. It's kind of is like you're not aware of your angle, but the angle, all the awareness you have access to, maybe you haven't discovered these things to even think that you have something to offer. But I promise you, you wouldn't have not ever had the opportunity to manifest in this physical form if you didn't have what it takes to express who you are. How did you even get here? If that's the damn case, you wouldn't even have enough strength to get here. Look at this, number 5. I remember this card. This is the body of Christ and the head being disconnected from it. This is a Leo card, number 5 energy. Not being connected to the rest of your abilities. Your mind not being able to connect your other abilities that you came here with to a purpose or a meaning or something that you are supposed to be doing that's anchored to you. You feel me? I was gonna put these up, but number 7 came out and it fell. When I think of number 7, I already think about a new experience. This is a masculine energy, but like I always say, it always gives me like foggy energy. Like I can't ever really pin down what number 7 is, but it's also individual. It's also a masculine energy. It's a brand new. So I look at it like it's a brand new experience that you have not quite explored. This is and it's also given spiritual, but it's not even, it's spiritual in the sense of the things that is within you that you haven't pushed out of you for not just you don't know about them, but other people around you don't know about it either. I think this is the solution. I haven't even looked it up. Let me see. Guess what? This is the exaggeration. Okay. So the exaggeration is you exaggerating other outer influences, because like I said, 7 is you pushed out type shit. You're over exaggerating. Let me read what it say first. The 7 here is a materialistic in an exaggerated way. The spiritual trigon, craving recognition, sits on the square of matter. Therefore, it represents overcompensation. So it's like you think that the things that you have to offer is not going to warrant the type of praise or response that you think that you would want. So why even fucking try? That goes back to that inhibited space of, I think that was 8. Excuse me, y'all. So, the solution, what would be the solution? Wait a minute, how I lose the page? I ain't even move. Life be tripping, I swear. I know I ain't even moved. How the page flip? I ain't lying. Anyways, whatever. I'm used to these weird ass situations and scenarios. But number 7, the solution of number 7 will be a well-ordered mental and spiritual, material, and financial values unite to the number 7, which has been venerated as a sacred number by all cultural. So, the balance of that, because this is exaggerated, is for you to bring, let's be real, bring your mental and think about what you can do at the moment to cultivate your abilities and creative talents, and be real about it, and don't expect for you to pop out like you already Meg Thee Stallion or some shit, or pop out like you already damn Steve Harvey or whatever the fuck. You got to know that it's going to take time. It's only right and it's only fair that you have to do the same, not even the same, because some people don't have to do certain type of work, but whatever comes fast leaves just as fast. So it's important to do the cultivation. You know what I'm saying? So look at the bottom. We got the triangle at the top, the square at the bottom. Triangle, that's like 3. The pyramid, how you pin something down, the 4 at the bottom. So it's like, it's still giving the same energy 5 was giving. These things being disconnected. Your first awareness not being connected to what you have accumulated, though. Your spirit or your aura, that ain't your aura, but it's something about that superficial portion of yourself not being connected to what's real about who you are, though. Not about the shit about the world, bitch. I'm sorry, I had got too personal. Not about the shit about other people and what they have accomplished or what they told you is they deem respectable. Now you create something that's brand new, that's respectable, and then they won't even be able to achieve it. And guess what? You the one gonna be the big bitch on top. HBIC. What? Hey, bitches. Yeah, HBIC. But it ain't about that though. But you know, I just be exaggerating shit because I just, you know. But so yeah, bring these things together so that you can create the what they call it, the trigon. Not the, hold up. But it looks like the Star of David though. This is the solution version of 7. This is the exaggerated version of 7. So if you look at what's actually going on, it's like you trying to push. Cause see, okay, break it down. You see the Star of David? Now compare it to this one. We got this, but what's missing is this, because it has been pushed up. You put too much substance and too much importance on something that's not important, and you raised it up and made it important, which you're not supposed to do that. But anyway, I don't know if that made sense or not. Whatever. I don't be knowing how these messages are received. Even in the moment, I don't even be knowing what I be saying half the time until after I listen to it, and I be like, damn, that was some real shit. Because then I can look at it from outside of myself. Right now in the moment, I'm not looking at it for me, I'm just reading what I'm reading, and then once I listen to it for myself, I can look at it from a different perspective, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. But like right now, I get it. I get it, but not about the message. Why I'm saying, but I'm just saying, sometimes I over exaggerate my expression, or I feel like I may be over exaggerating my expression when really I'm not over exaggerating. That was the expression that was warranted, but I don't be fully knowing until the live is over, and I, you know, if I look over the video again. Anyway, so let's pull 3 cards out this black deck, and I'm gonna dip about 15 minutes. How the fuck? Bruh. Shit be weird. I swear to God. Shit be weird as a bitch. Hold on. Okay, for when I had my... Okay, can y'all hear me now? Because I had my Bluetooth plugged in. And I don't know why the radio just jumped on for no damn reason at all. But can y'all hear me though? I think y'all can hear me. Okay. Tara Starseed says, yes, she can hear me. All right. Now we're going to pull a few cards up out of here. 3. Likely 3. Should I pull this deck though? Because this is like a dark deck. And we're talking about the Leo energy. I mean, you know, it don't matter. Hate them dry ass coughs. You don't even know what the fuck the cough is for when they dry. But I'm glad it's dry though. Okay. Okay. 3 cards came out. The first... Okay, I'll use it. The Starborn. We already know what that's referencing. That's referencing the star that you have been born to be, but kind of forgot that's the point. We all are stars. So we all came here to be something. But you kind of lost the point along the way, coming through life and growing up and being indoctrinated and shit. So it's the cracking of that. So don't expect things to be every 1,000 people watching whatever you are promoting or whatever the fuck you got going on, or you making a whole lot amount of money in your first endeavors of what you're trying to explore is in your expression and your abilities. No, let time take its course. And yes, it will be a little pressure and a little bit daunting, because life, not only do you have to continue to do whatever you do in this world to survive, we're adding something onto your plate. We're adding on the why I can't never get my words together. I can always get my words together. But we're adding on the I can't even think of the fucking word. We're adding on the work of you remembering what the hell you supposed to been doing. And a lot of the shit you already know. Because what you've been doing as a child, the things that you love to do, even as we know this, as a child, then you got the number 3. Look, number 3 at the top, environment. Hey, it is what it is. So, you got the number, what I finna say? Oh, we already be knowing. You just, by it being you, it's just like how you look at other people. You can have a person that is about to end up, when they grow older, being a millionaire star. But you'll always look at him like he ain't shit because he was your neighbor. Just the same with you. You got abilities and you things that you know how to do, and you kind of belittle it just because it's in your space you created and it don't seem extravagant or amazing to you. But that's only because you already are used to you. That doesn't mean that other people are going to look at it in a blah ass way like you're trying to do. So that's another reason why I over exaggerate my expression sometimes. Like, that's some default shit though. But anyway, let's read it. Well, first let's do this. The heart in the reverse. Like, come on, man. Let's put it up right. It's like you hid your heart away. Motherfucker can't. Okay, how do I explain this? Like, let's say, because, how do I explain this? Your heart has, that's what draws the things to you. It's like a magnetic field or some shit. But if you haven't even allowed your heart to pulsate and vibrate and be energized doing what it loves to do for real, not only will it be hidden, it's in the reverse, and it could turn what's the word for when you are the opposite of in the space of love, when now you're jealous of things and now you're lusting things, or now people don't like you and you just randomly don't like shit that ain't even like, that's the space you'll find yourself in, with the heart being in the reverse and being hidden up under all life's situations that you have to go through every day and has accumulated, and it's the reason why you kind of lost yourself and forgot who you are. And this is in the upright, the cave. I think, yeah, it was in the upright. Same energy for real. But this hand to me always symbolizes something from the external, reaching inside of it, inside of the darkness. Damn, you see them 2 eyes? I just barely saw those. And this is the 3rd eye chakra. That's you being able to use, okay, it's like you being able to take some information, some knowledge from your 3rd eye and bring it into this practical realm and use it and create something out of it, and not something that you have to go to a 9-to-5 job to go do every fucking day. No, something that your depths, that you would actually want to capitalize off of and work on and create some type of stability and structure out of. Whether or not you have to also still get a job, if you are on your journey and on your mission and you really want to accomplish what you want to accomplish, you can always do that shit. But if you don't want to, then whatever. Okay. Okay, so we're going to read them real quick. Okay, the first was the Starborn. And the Starborn probably is, because these cards are separated in categories. Like, one is the self, one is the places, the tools, and the initiations. Let me see what Starborn is at. The Starborn, I'm gonna say, let's see. Oh, okay, it's number 3, 67, and this is part of the self. So this is you entering into the 3rd dimension, because we know at 1, that's the individual. At 2, now you have something else to be aware of, and at 3, you're actually experimenting and experiencing something. So that's like that first stage of being aware and turning on that 3rd eye chakra and making it, bitch, wake up. 67, that's balancing that external new world. You finding balance to that. So, but let's read it though. 67. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self, the Starborn archetype, points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. Okay, so the moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal star above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our paths in the world. In other words, that's your birth chart. That's the moment that you come out the womb, and wherever the stars are, that's going to be the template of your archetype or your energies. Damn, no wonder I'm still hot. The damn windows is down. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose. Okay, so though you forgot, it's kind of like forgetting the point, and it ain't no bad thing, because we all came down here, fell to this realm, and we all have, are picking up the pieces again. So it's not like you're alone. Even the book says this. So the idea of destiny is controversial, yet the Starborn naturally feels a sense of destiny and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. That's you not having to have a sense of full direction of what you're doing. The only direction that you know that you need is you're getting back to yourself. And that is the main thing. Because when you close your eyes, what time you woke up this morning for work ain't gonna fucking matter. It's gonna be about the things that you can energetically remember, hold on to, and the emotions and thoughts that you have felt more than the most is going to be the things that's going to start setting up your next experiences in your next reality and shit. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. Go back to your childhood. Remember the things that you like to do. Remember the things that the first things that you enjoyed doing, that you can see similarities in what you like to do now. For instance, I don't want to give y'all my backstory. I'll tell you anyway. Because I like what other people tell me about, talk about their personal situations. When I was young, I used to have like a little tape recorder, and we used to sit, and I would record whoever came over to my house to play with me. We're gonna make a talk show. We're gonna do a talk show. So that kind of reminds me of what I'm doing at the moment. So it's stuff like that. I used to play the piano. Now that's one thing that I regret. It's not completing that mission of learning to play the piano, which I still got the same piano in the house, but it needs to be tuned up. And that has been on my heart and on my mind and in my spirit, get that bitch tuned up and relearn that bitch. I got the knack for it. I already know. I got the ability embedded. I never even learned how to read the notes, even though I had a piano teacher, but I didn't feel like reading it, so I just lied and act like I already knew the notes, even though I just knew how to listen and play by ear. But anyway, that ain't the point. But that is kind of the point, because that's one of my abilities. You can play the piano too. I think that's a Taurus thing. I know you got a Taurus moon. I got a Taurus stellium. Yeah, that's some Taurus shit, or Venus shit. But yeah, I want to relearn how to play the piano. And even to this day, when I hear music or I'm in a good mood, I just move my hands. And it's weird. It's like, bitch, you could be moving your hands with that muscle memory of knowing how to play them keys right. That's what you need to be doing. But it's like, you know, I ain't fucking up. I'm in the middle part of my life, but I still can grab that, so that when I experience my next reality, that'll be a part of the gifts and talents that I have maintained. That's why I say I kind of regret not doing it. But they had me thinking that I had to play for the church. That was the big deal about learning how to play the piano, and that shit wasn't important to me. So I lacked seeing the importance of me having that ability and skill, because they don't teach us that way. They give us these things in a certain perspective and angle that don't hit like that. That's the reason why we forget so much. And you have to go back to yourself. So in the light, because this was in the dark, in the light is a light, trusting, vibrant, aimed. In the dark, feeling of misalignment, loss of longing. Like, yeah, feeling misaligned, loss of longing. Because you're lost, you're not sure. You know there's a point, but you can't grasp it, and that's aggravating in itself. That's worrisome as hell in itself. Okay, so the heart. The heart is number 31. Environment. The environment and the individual. So that the individual being in the environment swallowing and choking out the individual, just like the picture depicts. 125, 1 is the individual, 2 is the having a relationship or relating to something else, and 5 is the chaos, it being a chaotic thing for you to relate to something that you have never done or haven't done a lot of, because some of these things you have done before, because you came here with these talents and these abilities, whether it's specifically or not, because some of the abilities and talents that you may have, that might not even be a thing on this realm, but you still have the mechanism of knowing how to do something that can align to what we have to offer in this realm, or maybe you can create something brand new. But it's the chaos, it's the individual trying to relate to the environment and to the purpose, and it being chaotic, not having any type of understanding of it. So 125, let me see. All right, it is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave the archetypal center without realizing it, right? It, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, that 5 energy, offers a frequent departure, because it's the heart is water, like, or we can even say fire, since we are relating it to Leo, because we know Cancer is the heart, but Leo also kind of, but either way it goes, it's that watery feminine energy, and you can drown, get lost in that water. You can think that you're over here and you end up way over there because you're in the water, and it throws your equilibrium off when you're not knowing how to swim for real, or not knowing your environment or what you are supposed to be doing. Oh, and not only that, they're in the water. They're in the water. I thought this was something else, but that's a boat inside of water. So, the seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. Right. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. That's the all possibilities for real. You going inside or out, or pushing out in all possibilities and the nothing, and that's a very scary place. That's why in the Bible they say that God is to be feared, and they ain't talking about it in that manner. Really what it's saying is all possibilities when you're in that space and you don't even know if you're gonna fall or not, and you can only depend on what you know and what you have faith and believe, and what you have like accumulated as far as energetically, the knowings, the intentions and shit. That's a scary place to be in if you are only a left brain individual and don't go inside of yourself and try different things to have something to stand on, because you already experienced certain things to know how things work from the internal space. But the seat of the heart is often reclaimed. Okay. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. So it came in the reverse. When it's in the reverse, I'm sorry, it's fraught, tangled, and betrayal. Yeah. And you'll be feeling like somebody owe you something. And when you see others doing something, you'll feel a jealousy or hatred, and then it'll make you even more bury yourself within this nest, this bird's nest. You just be all bird head ass. Dead bird at that. So in the light though, it's expansive. It can fly. It has a knowing, gentle clarity. I don't want to read all that. All right. Because I got to go too. I still got to go to the grocery store. And this cough is getting on my nerves. Okay, the cave. The cave probably is a place. Okay, 32, that's the environment. And the relationship, having a relationship with the environment, you being inside of the cave. So something else being in the cave with you, and that's you. Don't be afraid. Do some shadow work. And that's just you. That's your yin and your yang relating to one another and finding out how to use what you already got, like I already said. And what that is, 127 is the page number. That's the individual related to something else in the brand new external world. So you jumping out there and you taking this hand, you taking your own lead and seeing what that shit is all about. 127. Okay, so the cave. Those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave, can y'all see it? Are forever changed. It is a place of potent power, right? Because entering the cave in this aspect of speaking is you taking your own wheel. You taking, I was finna move the steering wheel and I forgot my phone was on it. You taking your own wheel, you taking your own hand and guiding yourself from the external and allowing trusting your inner self, your intentions, because if you've done some shadow work, you can trust yourself. Trusting yourself, but if you can't trust yourself, that's a whole different thing. But I think this card was in the upright though. So trusting yourself, having enough gumption and having enough will and having enough faith in yourself to trust yourself and do what it is that you know that you could do so that all possibilities can be exercised. Because it only can be exercised through you. You are a space, and in your space you're supposed to be expressing something, and every day is a new day. So every expression is a brand new expression that has never been expressed before, even if you have actually said those words. You didn't say it at this day on this time though. So don't be simple with it. If that's all possibilities and it's that fucking simple, do something with it. Okay, the cave is a place to return for a meaningful retreat where one can see the true self in the darkness, right? This is your inward and this is your yin and your yang fucking with each other and having a relationship. Hopefully your relationships inwardly aren't toxic. But like I said, this was in the upright, so we're going to look at it like that. Within its wall. So, okay, let me switch it up knowing you add the toxic part to it. Let's say you can trust yourself. Okay, now what's next? That's how you set a plan. You just believe it, and then you go ahead on and do it. And whenever you have the doubt, like, what's the point? You got to remember, I trust myself. That's the point, bitch. And then you continue to do it. And when you have that doubt again, say to yourself, hold on, I don't give a fuck about this at the moment. Why? Because I'm scared it's not going to work. But you're supposed to trust yourself, so you can jump back on and you continue to do what you're supposed to be doing. And before you know it, you're complete. And you have something that you've never done before. And now you have a whole nother ladder or a whole nother space that you can go play in type shit. And this is the hand going inside of yourself, the external, the inward and the external, you co-creating with yourself in the universe and all possibilities and shit. Within its walls, the whispers of compassion and self-understanding. And don't you fuck around and sacrifice something that's in this third dimensional. Now, I ain't saying don't. I'm actually saying do. But you fuck around and sacrifice something that is supposed to be, as far as the status quo deems significant, for something that's actually significant within yourself, if you have the balls to sacrifice that, you'll see some reward in the long run, even if it's not directly correlated to what you thought it was supposed to be. Just know that this comes from whatever it is. It comes from your good intentions and your good work, your hard work. It don't matter because you didn't go to a job to make $15 an hour for 8 hours that day. That ain't what I'm talking about. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. So many of us fear the cave and never try to find it. Right? You never try to use what you got. We busy ourselves in the bright lights, all the lights of the city, and all going to work and listen to the radio. And oh, you see that rat? Good, they over there fighting. Oh, that bitch trying to steal. Fuck all that. Go home and worry about the shit that you got the same shit on the inside of you that's going on. Because everything that you perceive and see from the external from you, there's some similar shit happening in the internal of you. Fuck around and realize that while you walking through a ratchet ass ghetto ass store high, and you be like, damn, this is me pushed out? The fuck going on? But anyway, that's some real shit though. It's you pushed out. So it's entertaining from the external, but it'll be a whole lot more entertaining when you know you're pulling the strings of it though, because these things are happening from the inside of you first. Okay. The cave and never try to... Okay. We busy ourselves in the bright lights of the city while the cavernous and dimly lit chamber calls out to us in the night. What to say? Okay. Where is your cave? You already know where it's at. Return to it and tend the fire. Right. Real shit. Okay, y'all. I fuck with y'all. I got to go though. I don't got to, but I need to be responsible and go. Because I wasted a little bit too much time today. I didn't really waste no time. I did waste some time, but I also was productive. But I had been wanting to come on live, and I just put other things in front of that first because I wasn't sure whether or not I was or not. But I'm finna go now. I did what I had to do. I love y'all. I love you, Tara Starseed. Whoever else was watching, click like, subscribe, and share the video.